Hello, everyone. This is Sean Patrick Ershen's John Carpenter tag. This is also a highlight from my most recent live stream. I'm going to be doing a lot more live streams, so come on over if you can and check them out. Thank you, Sean, for the tag. I really appreciate it. John Carpenter is my favorite director of all time, and I'm tagging anyone who wants to do this. Yeah, I think everyone's been tagged already. You know, all the cool people. So, yeah, tagging everyone. So enjoy the video. Let's do Sean's tag. Yeah, Sean and his awesome intro. Badass.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Horror Corner. Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Horror Corner. I'm your host, Sean Patrick Erschen. This week we are doing the John Carpenter tag, yes, created by myself. This guy right here, my favorite director of all time, yes. I'm going to be tagging a whole crap load of people to do this because I know you guys want to. I know you guys love John Carpenter, and we're going to have a lot of
My favorite director.
Yeah, I haven't done a tag in a long time, so I thought it was due time. Question number 1, favorite music score in a John Carpenter film?
Favorite score. My John Carpenter movies are actually right there. You know, I really like the score for Halloween 2018. Yeah. The way him and Cody, like, integrated the guitars in there and stuff, and it sounds really good. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Halloween 2018. Yeah.
Now, number 2, what is the most underrated John Carpenter film? Very interested to hear your thoughts on that.
Most underrated John Carpenter film for me, you know, this might surprise some people, but his remake of Village of the Damned, Christopher Reeve is in it, and there's just like a overall like weird creepiness that isn't really in the original, and he brought like his own. I think he brought his own thing to it. So his remake of Village of the Damned.
Number 3, what is the scariest scene in a John Carpenter film? Yes.
And Prince of Darkness, when like, oh God, what's her name? She first like wakes up and she's possessed, the blonde girl, and she looks all messed up and stuff. And she's like walking around stalking people. That scene, like every time I watch it, it always freaks me out. So it's definitely that scene for me. It does.
Number 4, what is the most suspenseful scene in a John Carpenter film now?
Most suspenseful scene. Good God. Actually, yeah, the most suspenseful scene for me would be the end of the original Halloween, when they show that Michael Myers is nowhere to be found because you don't know where he's at, and you know, he could be anywhere. So I'm gonna go with that.
Number 5, what is your favorite non-horror film by John Carpenter? Yeah, he made several films that weren't horror. You know, he's played with some different genres like science fiction and, you know, action.
Big Trouble in Little China, baby. Man, I've seen that movie so many times, and like I had a best friend. Well, he's still my friend. But we don't really talk that much anymore anyway. Big Trouble in Little China. Me and him would watch that movie all the time. Like, I've probably seen that movie upwards of like 30 to 40 times, to be honest. And I really, well, that's actually a question on here, isn't it? Okay, I'll talk about it more when we get to it.
Number 6 will be, will Michael Myers ever die?
I mean, seriously, pretty much the same answer. Like, yeah.
Number 7, which John Carpenter film has the best spooky atmosphere?
The Fog. My answer is the same as his. Uh, like every like summer to fall like season change, I seem to want to watch that movie because it reminds me of like that time of year. So yeah, The Fog.
Number 8 is, what is the worst John Carpenter film of all time?
Okay. Me and Kevin, who was here in chat, were actually having a conversation a while ago talking about different movies and stuff. And I came to the realization that I really do not like Starman. Like, it's a movie that I can tolerate watching, but like, I'm not gonna go. I don't want to own it. Like, I don't go out of my way to watch it. I don't get like the urge to watch it. You know what I mean? And like, the more I think about it, I'm like, wow. And like, when I was younger, I used to absolutely hate that movie. Like, I thought it was crap. And I loved John Carpenter. I've loved John Carpenter since I was young, like very young.
Number 9, if John Carpenter came back to direct a sequel to one of his classic films, what should it be?
The sequel that I want to see is Bigger Trouble in Little China. Like, they've made the Old Man Jack comics. They've made a bunch of like other stories and stuff in comic book form, but I'd love to see an actual Old Man Jack movie, like, even if it's not called Bigger Trouble in Little China, you know. I've always wanted a sequel to that movie. Yeah, Bigger Trouble in Little China for sure.
Number 10, does John Carpenter have one last great film left in him?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, he has to want to do it. And like, I don't think he wants to do it anymore. He's happy sitting home, you know, collecting his royalty checks and playing video games. So, you know, that's what he likes to do now. Like, if he was really into it, if he really got something that he wanted to do and like he believed in, I do think he could make a good movie. But the thing is, he has to like really be interested in like what's going on, like the subject matter. If his heart isn't in it, he's not gonna make a good movie.
And hey, it's Steve.
That's me.
So everybody do the John Carpenter.